B-24s are modified to expedite the use of chaff, best weapon against enemy radar detection devices. Chaff consists of thin metallic strips which are scattered from Allied bombers during operations over hostile territory. When enemy radar and ranging instruments probe for our planes, the chaff confuses and distorts the wave impulses on which radar instruments depend for accuracy. Chaff used to be dumped from the old open waist windows, but when modifications permitted firing with windows closed, Group Engineering of the 15th Air Force developed this chaff chute, built into the plane's waist. Now the chaff is sucked out and scattered by the slipstream, and with no further need to open a waist window, a gunner can operate comfortably and more efficiently, protected from freezing prop blasts on high altitude missions. And this again is a small but important example of how GI initiative brings benefit to the men themselves. On the afternoon of April 12th, a storm of gale proportions developed at the Tezgan Air Base, India, causing considerable damage to gliders and aircraft tied down in the dispersal areas. The first phase, including heavy rain and light hail, passed over Kumatal at about 1730 hours, with a top wind velocity of 17 miles an hour. At 1845 hours, heavy rain started again. The wind at Tezgan, it's estimated, reached a maximum velocity of 35 miles an hour, with possible isolated gusts ranging from 50 to 60 miles an hour. Gliders and planes were torn from their moorings and blown all over the field. Several TG-5 gliders were blown up into trees. Another was carried by the force of the wind up onto the roof of a hut. Target Setse. During the advance on Rome, enemy transportation facilities are harassed from the air. This A-36 with a wing-mounted camera dives on a roadblock from 6,000 feet, releases two 500-pound bombs, and pulls out at 1,500 feet, strafing during the dive. The target area is obscured by dust from previous bomb bursts. Target, motor transport near Velletri. Strafing from an altitude of 500 feet, A-36 fighter bombers destroy 40 enemy motor transport confirmed and 36 damaged. Target, highway north of Rome. A-36s on an armed reconnaissance mission shoot up a truck convoy. On another mission in the Rome area near the mouth of the Tiber, the fighter bombers again attack enemy motor transport and leave several trucks in flames. Target, motor transport near Castellana. Each plane in the formation carries two 500-pound bombs and stops during the run. Target, the Vergata Bridge, southwest of Bologna. 2 waves of Mitchells, based on Corsica, aim their bomb loads at the bridge over the Reno River on one of the main rail lines linking southern Italy with the north. Target, Genoa Harbor. Mitchells, carrying 500-pound bombs, raid the Genoa dock area without fighter escort. Flak over the target is moderate but extremely accurate. We suffer no losses. Hits are scored on the docks and shipping in the harbor is damaged. Target, Pavia. On May 24th, our tactical air force struck Pavia. No flak or fighters are encountered. Broken clouds interfered with visibility. Target, Bazkrupa, Yugoslavia. German troops had occupied the town, forcing the partisans to take up positions in the outskirts. Liberators, based in Italy, dropped 40 100-pound general-purpose bombs each. The bombing run is made at an altitude of 15,000 feet. In the first formation, about 2/3 of the bombs cover the left of the target. Bombs of the second formation hit the end of the town. Near misses are scored on the bridge. Smoke of the bombing is visible 30 to 40 miles away. Target, Banja Luka, Yugoslavia. On May 29th, selective bombing is used by B-24s to destroy another German-occupied town. Flak is encountered over the target. On this one day, several other Yugoslavian towns containing concentrations of German troops are attacked from the air to aid the partisan army. 290 liberators, escorted by 90 Lightnings, released 540 tons of bombs over enemy targets in Yugoslavia in one day's operations. At the Dinjan Air Base in Upper Assam, India, the station dispensary ambulance drives out on the runway to treat an injured gunner. He's suffering from severe shock as a result of pain and hemorrhage. Morphine is administered and oxygen is also given by means of this portable oxygen apparatus, which was developed and built from standard parts at the Dinjan dispensary because of the unavailability of oxygen cylinders. A standard oxygen mask type A8A is placed on the face, and the flow of oxygen is adjusted to the needs of the patient by a type A8A regulator valve. A type G1 supply tank is mounted in a carrying case. Pressure in the tank is 400 pounds. The advantage of the low-pressure tank is that it can be refilled at any airfield. Satisfactory results have been obtained from this apparatus, which consists of an oxygen supply cylinder assembly, oxygen flow tubing, oxygen flow regulator, and filler valve. Target, Mulhouse. In the campaign to disrupt rail communications in France, the marshalling yards at Mulhouse were attacked several times during May. Liberators, escorted by Lightnings, Thunderbolts, and Mustangs, made this raid on the 11th. An Me-109 is shot down by a P-47. The pilot can be seen parachuting down. The freight yards here at Mulhouse and at nearby Belfort and Epinal were hit on the same day with fair results. The Mulhouse freight yards are attacked again on May 25th. 350 tons of bombs are dropped by formations of 135 heavy bombers. On this raid, the engine roundhouse, the coaling plant, and locomotive shed are damaged, and many hits are scored on the tracks. The air campaign against German installations in France continues. Liberators of the 8th Air Force pass over surface vessels bound for France and fly over the invasion coast 6 days after D-Day. This smoking target has just been bombed by another group. The objectives of this attack are an airfield and railroad bridges outside of Conches. Hits are scored in the target area. The target of the day for these A-20s of the 9th Air Force is Lycée, a village on the west coast of the Norman Peninsula, 30 miles south of Cherbourg. The highway and railroad bridges are bombed. Another group of havocs, striking about 75 miles south of Cherbourg, attacked Saint-Hilaire. The railroad bridge under attack is the main line to enemy-occupied Cherbourg. Marshalling yards are the target of a third group of A-20s. Many rail yards between the Seine and the Belgian border were bombed during the second week after invasion. Ninth Air Force marauders, escorted by P-47s based on a new strip in Normandy, set out to destroy a Nazi petrol dump near Valognes, about 13 miles south of Cherbourg. German tanks and motorized vehicles use this petrol dump for refueling. Gun-sight aiming point cameras record fighter activity over Europe on D-Day. Transportation facilities are attacked to hamper enemy communications. Motor transport is shot up. More trains. An ammunition truck is caught. An enemy command car. The jackpot.